Hey YouTube, Malcolm here today. We are at Espressotec Sales and Service. As usual, we are hanging out in the Barista Lab where we're going to do most of our videos. Today though, we're going to show you guys the Rancilio Rocky Doserless as well as the Rancilio Rocky Doser Grinder. What we're going to do is go over some of the similarities and some of the differences. Pretty common question is to ask, what's the difference between a Rancilio Rocky Doserless and a Rancilio Rocky Doser? So, before getting started, let's talk about the motor. Same one for the both of them. Pretty heavy motor, very robust. You can tell from the grinder and side by side that there's not a whole lot of wasted space in there. Really, you have this motor in there and then a stainless steel frame right around the front. On the top of here that I'm taking off is a brass adjustment ring where your 50mm burr would go and another 50mm burr would go right there. This is the grinding chamber and then this is the chute in the front. So this would either grind out of here or into our dosing bin. This grinding motor actually spins at 1,700 rotations per minute, which is really fast. It means consistently ground espresso or coffee, which is very important. Alrighty, let's talk about our Rancilio Rocky grinders. These grinders are both handmade in Italy, shipped all the way from Italy to here, so they are an import product, which is pretty neat. They are both designed mostly for espresso, but because they are stepped grinders, they have 55 different stepped adjustment settings. What this means to you as a user is lots of play for both your espresso grind, as well as options to do some different types of more coarse grinds if you need to. The hoppers are blue, you'll notice right here and here. And this is actually to reduce on the UV intake on the beans, which can contribute to spoiling, causing things to go stale. Both grinders also have a 50mm burr set, flat, stainless steel, so it's very durable and not going to wear out in a very short time. It's actually going to last quite a long time, which is nice. Hopper size, well, about 10.5 ounces, or in other words, 3/4 pound a bag of coffee. So it should be able to fill up most of your coffee to keep everything in here and also minimize those UV rays and keep things fresh. Let's get into why I would choose this grinder or why I might choose that grinder. Well, let's get started. So, this grinder is my personal favorite compared out of the two. What you do is you take your handle, nice Rancilio handle here today. Once the machine's on, there's actually a little switch here on the bottom. You'll put your handle right into the fork and you'll begin to grind. Because it's grinding manually, you're going to have to decide how much coffee you want in your handle that day or for that drink. And what's nice about that is that if you're switching between singles and double baskets, it can make it really easy to dose out what you need. What I also like about this grinder is that this fork on the bottom is actually removable, allowing it to kind of turn into a batch grinder. Again, because you have that large space of grinding capabilities and adjustments. So if you want to go a little bit more coarse, turn it into a brew grinder, you can just grab a filter basket or something and stick it under now. Now grind right in. If you're also grinding to maybe go on vacation or something like that and you want to bring some coffee with you, you can put a container underneath and then just close it shut. And now you'll be able to leave for your vacation knowing that you have really well ground coffee. Cool. That's our Doserless grinder from Rancilio. Now let's go over our dosing grinder. This one's right here. Again, we have a nice 10.5 ounce hopper here, but what we have in the front is called a dosing bin or a dosing tank. And when you initiate the grinder, it'll grind down and then out into the spin. Not too loud actually. Once you've ground out, likely the coffee that you'll need just for that day, you'll turn it off, allow the grinder coffee just to sit in here, and then on the side you'll notice there's a lever there. That lever is how you, well, make the coffee come out. We'll just show that. Ta-da! So as you take that lever, the coffee is distributed around and then it comes right out. Naturally, you would stick your handle under there, and each time this doses, it's about roughly 7 grams that are dosed out. So for a true double, you would flick the lever twice. What's nice about this grinder, and you'll see right there, are very nice non-clumpy grounds, very well distributed, a little bit better than this one. And the reason for that is there's actually a dosing mechanism in the bottom of the bin here that as you lift this, as you pull this lever forward, it distributes the coffee and allows it to remove the clumping from it, making a nice, really well distributed coffee. ground coffee, in your handle, which is great for espresso-based drinkers. These grinders are both great for espresso drinkers, but again, they are also great for people that want to drink a wide variety of coffees. The best way to find out which grinder is good for you is to call our store, talk to our sales staff, or come in and try them out. So if you'd like to do that, arrange a visit, and we're happy to see you. Again, my name is Malcolm. Today we are checking out the Rancilio Rocky Doserless and the Rancilio Rocky Doser. All the best. Cheers.